Hello, I'm Eloise and this is my channel, and for today's video we are going to be doing three looks using one palette. And what palette, you ask? The Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette. As you all know, if you keep up to date with my videos, then you will know that I've already posted a first impressions review of this palette, so I'll link that in the description box down below. But today I just wanted to get a little bit more creative, do 3 looks using one palette. I must admit I have filmed this over 3 days so that my eyes don't get sore, so yeah. I just wanted to play around with these gorgeous colours. So today I think I want to do something a little bit like peachy, corally, orangey, and then I think I'm going to do something a little bit more pinky purpley, then maybe I'll do something orangey red. I don't know, we're just going to see what happens. So if you're interested in seeing 3 different looks, day look, night look, and then maybe something a little bit more creative and fun using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette, then make sure you keep on watching. But before you do, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz, and let's crack on. So excuse my hair being different to the intro. I filmed the intro, I filmed a eye look and I hated it, so I'm starting again. So to start off with, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Enigma, and I'm just going to whack that all over and quickly speed through. So the eye look that I filmed that I hated, I used the shade Positivity, which is this corally pinky peach shade, and I was so excited to use it, and it just went completely fuchsia on my eyes. I might give it another chance today, but I'm going to put a neutral transition colour down first. I was so excited to put something corally and peachy and spring inspired on my eyes, and it just went tits up. So I am going to be starting off with Love Handles using my Morphe R37. I really like this transition shade. It's like a warm sort of peach colour. It's really pretty. It's one of those colours that I'd be totally happy to put just all over my lid and buff into the crease and walk out the door. Blends so perfectly as well. I love this R37 brush for when I want to do something really buffed and blown out. It's a really nice sized brush. It's quite big, but it's kind of tapered as well, so it gets right into the crease of your eye. Gorgeous. And now with the same brush, I'm going to pick up the smallest amount of Positivity. I'm just going to run that through Love Handles just to peach it up a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted it to look like before, and it just went completely bright coral. So with my Zoeva 227, I'm going to take the shade Grateful and just work that on the outer corner. I'm just going to put this in the smallest area on the outer corner, because can you see it's making it like quite vibrant orange, whereas in the pan it looks very neutral. That's what I found when I was doing this look before. Everything was coming out very orange and vibrant. Cool. And now for a shimmer, I am going to go for Drama Queen, I think. So that is what it looks like. It's kind of like a rose goldy. And I'm just pressing that on the lid. And it gives a really beautiful sparkle when you press it on. Like I said in my review video, I do wish these had a little bit more shimmer in the background rather than it just being a straight up glitter, because then I feel like I need a shimmer underneath. But it's still pretty though. Right, I'm just going to go back in with Love Handles and a little bit of Positivity just to blend the shimmer. I'm going to see what G Money comes out like. Yeah, that's quite yellow, that. I just really want a brown to be able to put on my lash line. I'm going to go in with the black. Oh yeah, mixing G Money and Temptress, which is the black, makes kind of like a dark brown. I just feel like I'm struggling to envision what I'm going to do, because I feel like the colours are a little bit... I need a brown, you know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about it now. My first impressions was like, yes, absolutely love this palette, can see myself using it all the time, but I'm really struggling to like picture colours together. Does that make sense? Usually I can just look at a palette and be like, yeah, that's gonna look amazing. I know exactly what colours to go with which other colours. Just feel like I'm struggling a little bit. I don't know. Okay, for the underneath, I'm mixing Love Handles with Positivity. I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line. I'm just going to take I'm In It in my inner corner, top up my mascara and then do my bottom lashes. Okay, so that is my first everyday kind of look using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette. I just don't know about this look. My next two looks are going to be a little bit more going out, creative kind of makeup, so hopefully I'll have a little bit more inspiration there. But I'm just going to finish up this eye and then come back and show you the finished look. So this is the first look. We've gone for more of a daytime look today. I really do like the tones of the matte shades in the outer corners. I would have preferred a different lid shade, I think, and obviously an actual brown for my lashes, as I've said a million times, but I do really like the look. I love these peachy colours with my blue eyes. So should we go on to the second look? Okay, so for this look I'm kind of scared because I haven't played with colour in such a long time. It's currently 6:15 in the evening and I'm not going to leave the house. I don't like wearing crazy eye makeup looks outside of my house anymore because I just feel like, I don't know, it's just not my vibe. And I mean, I used to do it all the time when I used to work for Urban Decay because obviously we had the electric palette which is crazy bright, and when I was into doing those kind of Instagram-y sort of makeup looks, but recently I just prefer to do wearable makeup, you know. So anyway, we're going to do something a little bit fun and creative because I haven't done it in a while and I kind of want to. I think I'm going to do the reverse blend technique today. So what do I want to do? What would happen if I placed down a red and blended it out with a lilac? I feel like I want to do it. Living My Best Life is calling my name because it's bright red. So I'm just going to go for it. So we're going in with a Morphe R39 with Living My Best Life. Oh my god! Look at that. So that is one dip and that could totally go way further, but I just want to keep it in the outer corner. I really don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just rolling with the punches. And if I don't like it, it's just makeup. We can just wipe it off. And that is why I like to do my eyes first, generally when I'm doing these kinds of looks, because then I can just wipe away any fallout. That is blended away into sort of like a fuchsia pink. So I feel like I can afford to go in with Therapy Sesh, which is like a bright lilac-y colour. I just want to see what happens. If it doesn't turn out great, then obviously we can take it off and start again, but just wanted to give it a go. Oh, for my base today I've used the Eloise and Momo Mitchell blank canvas base. I really like this base. It's a good colour for me, it's not too bright. Oh, I really like what this is doing. And I watched the Jaclyn reveal video and she said some of these colours are pressed pigments, so they can stain the eyes. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow when I've got pink eyelids. I just feel like every single time, well, back in the day when I used to do colourful eyeshadow looks, I just feel like it makes my eye colour go really dull, and that's why I stopped wearing these kind of colourful eye looks, because I would much rather enhance the colour of my eyes with, say, a brown smoky eye than a crazy brightly coloured smoky eye, if that makes sense. I forgot to mention, look how that's blended so beautifully. I just watched today actually Jamie Genevieve's 3 looks with 1 palette video, and I just thought, if only I'd done that sooner, because now everyone's gonna think I've copied her. But anyway, I've done this kind of video many times before, and she did like gorgeous colour blocking smoky eyes. So I kind of don't want to do what she's done, as much as I so want to wear just an all lilac look just to see what it would look like on me. Actually, I've done that before. I've done like a graphic lilac liner before. That was lovely. But yeah, so I just wanted to try something a little bit different today. I think to deepen this up, I want to try Stay True, because I've tried Crazy in my review video, so I want to just try something a little bit different. Again, nice amount of pigment. This is a Morphe M514. This is probably going to make the look a little bit more purple, but I just want to try different colours, see how they perform. That's making the red more red, which is quite nice. Ooh! Okay, so it's way more hot pink now, but I'm not mad at it. I do really like that. Just for the fun of it, let's just take a little bit of crazy. This colour is incredible. Literally, I don't know why any other wine colour tries it, because this one just blows all the other ones out of the park. It's just the most perfect colour, formula, blendability, texture to deepen up any sort of pink or red or purple eye look. It's just perfection. Look at that blend. Oh, love it. For the lid, I think I want to do a moment, which is this bright purple, and I want to make it really, really sparkly. So I'm actually going to pick it up on my Zoeva 234, and I'm going to spritz it with some All Night Setting Spray. And that is just going to really grab onto the pigment. Oh wow, that colour is special. Can you see that? Ooh, I actually forgot how much I love colourful eyeshadows. Like, how fun is that? Very loud, and I like it. So I'm patting it on like that, and then I'm going to turn my brush, and that's almost going to sort of blend that edge for me so it's not too harsh. I'm going to actually take Drama Queen on my finger, and I'm going to press it over the top. Yeah, because these are more like pressed glitters, so they don't have too much background, so it's not going to affect the background colour. It's just going to give me a really nice sparkle. Oh, whoa, that is so pretty. Now the question is, do I do a wing? Let's give it a go, why not? We're out of our comfort zone already, so we may as well go even further with a winged liner. So I'm just going to use my Urban Decay Perversion pen, and I'm lining my lashes. So I've not gone all the way into the inner corner, I've sort of started here. This is inspired by Jamie Genevieve, so if this goes wrong, I blame her. Okay, I'm just gonna clean off my flat 234 by Zoeva. I've got some Surgical Spirit that I tend to switch my colours with. So I just dunk my brush in the Surgical Spirit, and then I've got a little kitchen towel next to me that just allows me to switch up the colours if I need a particular brush. So I'm going to take the black now, which is Temptress, and I really want to make that more smoky rather than a winged liner. So I'm taking Temptress right on the tip. You can see that's super black. And I'm just going to pat over the top and just diffusing that line just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do my other eye, do my complexion, and then I can come back and do the underneath. Hello, this is future Eloise editing this video. A, I've forgotten to film the underneath of the eye, so apologies about that. And B, I filmed this tutorial first, thinking it would be the third and final look when it wasn't. So I haven't come back to show you the finished look, I've just gone straight into the outro. So anyway, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to put this voiceover over the top of me doing an outro, but just showing you the final look. Yeah, sorry. Bye. So for the third and final look, we're going to do something a little bit more creative, something I have not done in such a long time, so I'm super excited for it. We're going to go for a matte eye. We're going to go for a halo matte eye. We're going to go for a halo matte sunset eye. I'm so excited. I haven't played with these kind of colours in forever. So I'm going to start off by priming my eyes using the Mitchell P. Louise blank canvas base. I really want to blank out all that discoloration on my eyelids, because we're going to be putting quite a lot of colour on my eyes, because we're going to be layering up a lot of colours today. I want to give it a really fair chance by using a nice... So once that is thoroughly tapped out and quite tacky, not sticky or wet, then we can go in with the shadow. I'm gonna pop on Dance Party. Ooh, that is very pigmented. I've tried to use as many different colours in this video as possible, so hence why I'm doing something a little bit crazy today. So I'm just starting by patting that on to the outer corner using a Morphe R39, and I'm going to keep that relatively low down because obviously we're going to be building so many more colours on top of this. I'm going to take that same colour onto the inner corner. I'm literally using the tip of the brush so that I can be quite precise with this colour. So a halo eye is all about deepening the inner and the outer corner and having that spot of light through the centre of the eye, hence why I'm leaving that middle section free of colour. And this just gives the illusion of bigger, wider, brighter eyes. It's good for someone like me who's got quite wide set eyes, so having that darkness on the inner corner almost pulls the eyes together. If you've got quite close set eyes, I would definitely avoid this technique. Okay, now that I've packed those two colours on, I'm going to take off the excess on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to start to softly buff the edges of the colours, just so that it's easier when we come to add the next colour. So we're not blending it completely out, we're just diffusing the edges a little bit. Now I'm going to take a Zoeva 227. I'm going to take a mixture of Feeling Myself and My Man. So I'm keeping this colour half on the pink, half off the pink. Tiny circular motions. We don't want to move this shape too much, but I'm going to start to sort of wing out that edge because, as we all know, that shape suits me quite well. I like those two colours already, blending into the pink really nicely. Now I'm just taking those two colours and popping them in the inner corner just to blend out the pink. Okay, I'm going to go back in with Dance Party just to re-establish that pink, because obviously it gets blended away when we start to blend the orange. I'm happy with that blend. I'm going to take a Morphe M573, which is a nice big fluffy brush, and we're going to take No Joke. And with the lightest hand, I'm going over the edge of the orange just to add like a kiss of yellow, just to really blend those edges. Oh, I like it. I'm going to feather this yellow up into the front of my brow as well. I have not got this creative in a while. And I'm glad that this palette is sort of forcing me to do so as well, because you just get so stuck in your brown smoky eye ways, don't you? Okay, so these are blending really, really easily. I've done this eye in just under 8 minutes. Let's now take a packing brush. So this is a Zoeva 234, one of my favourite brushes. And I'm going to take Crazy, and if that isn't dark enough, I'll take Temptress as well. But I'm just going to start at the lash line. Oh yeah, I think this will be dark enough. I'm just going to add a final bit of depth, just on the outer and the inner corner. And then I'm going to go back in with Dance Party just to make sure that we haven't lost that colour. I've got no extra product on my brush when I'm doing this. I almost want those two colours to sort of mix. I'm going to go back in with each brush just to make sure that final blend is absolutely seamless. I'm just going to go over the centre of my lid using my finger just to make sure it's a little bit more blanked out. That's perfect. I didn't even need to add any more of that base. I just wanted to make sure, because it's kind of a little bit sticky still anyway because of the kind of base that it is, and you can just sort of move any shadow out the way. And I'm going to take the shade Therapy Sesh on just this little flat stubby Morphe brush that doesn't have a name, which is really handy, and I'm going to pick it up like that. It's a very, very pigmented shade, and let's see how we get on. Ooh, I'm blending it. Oh, that is so cool. So I'm just placing that colour right in the centre of the lid and sort of blending it into the edges of the darker shadows here. So I'm going to go for some Prima lashes today. These are in the style D30 and they're super, super gorgeous. So I'm going to pop these on, finish the other eye, do my complexion and show you the finished look. Don't know how I feel about this look. Maybe if I don't know, I've always struggled doing a halo eye that's all matte. I feel like I need that shimmer in the centre because otherwise it looks just like a little bit stripy. What do you think? But these lashes are to die for. So these are the Prima Lash in the style D30. Super gorgeous. I really, really love them. So I just smoked my lower lash line off camera because it was just easier. I've done exactly the same as I've done on top underneath. So I've used the dark purple first, buffed it out with the pink, then the orange and the yellow, and then in my waterline, what have I got? An Urban Decay lip liner in the shade Speedball. So it's got like that kind of a similar shade to the middle of my eyes. So you guys, that is 3 looks out of 3, and I don't know how I feel about this look. I haven't done a crazy look like this in such a long time, so I feel like my skills are a little bit rusty, shall we say. But yeah, I really like the colours that I've used today. The only one that I really struggled with was creating a neutral everyday sort of look. I feel like I shouldn't have struggled with that, but I feel like the shades that I used just turned out really bright. So maybe this is just a really bright palette and I didn't realise it. But I've had fun doing this video, and I really hope you've enjoyed watching the 3 looks using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette. It really is a beautiful palette, but it's not really an everyday sort of palette. I feel like I need both the palettes to be able to create an everyday kind of look, because this colour definitely has the peachy warm mattes that I love, but then I feel like I need to go into the original palette to get some shimmers to match up, you know. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it. These videos always take such a long time to film and edit, but I always do enjoy putting them out there. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel, and I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.